With Starfield just 11 days from launch, or 7 days if you've got the early access edition, we have learnt so many new details about the game over Gamescom, with various interviews with developers, higher-ups at Xbox, and there has even been a private screening, and it's recently been leaked that there's also been 10 minutes of gameplay, which is the first opening 10 minutes of the game. The private screening consists of 2 hours of gameplay condensed into a 25-minute session, but this gameplay session is the first unedited 10 minutes of the game. So you get to see everything that you do in those first 10 minutes. Now, it has been leaked online. I'm not going to show any of the footage here. I don't want to be posting spoilers or anything like that. But if you are a fan of Starfield and looking forward to the game, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and stick around for much more Starfield content. So in this video, we're going to go over everything that we've learnt over the past few days about Starfield via Gamescom and loads of other sources. There's been news articles, there's been interviews with Xbox higher-ups, Bethesda developers, and loads of other stuff. We have learnt so many new things about this game. With just a week until launch, it is getting better and more exciting by the day, and I cannot wait. It seems like some people have already had their Constellation editions shipped out to them as well, so hopefully I'll get mine a little bit earlier than the first, but we shall see. Now, first things first, a lot of people will know about this, but there has been a private screening at Gamescom. Now, this private screening, what that is been consisting of is a 2-hour gameplay session condensed into just a 25-minute video. And then it's come out today as well that they've also been showing gameplay. So this gameplay is only the first opening mission. It's called One Small Step, and it shows off for around 10 minutes. Shows off how we start the game, what we're going to be doing to sort of get into it all the way up until that character creation point. So, pretty damn cool. As I have mentioned, there are leaks online already, so if you do want to see it, it's not exactly hard to find, but I'm not going to show it here on the channel. I don't really want to be showing leaks. Now, alongside these two things, something else has also been shown. Now, we've known this is coming for a while, especially if you are a fan of Fallout. There is a Fallout TV series coming to Prime. That will be coming out in 2024. We know that it is set in LA, and it looks absolutely awesome. Hopefully they do it justice, and with the live-action trailer that we saw for Starfield, could Starfield get the same sort of thing in a few years' time? I definitely hope so. And one of the main things that has got me really excited about this game is one thing that Pete Hines did say, is that he's put over 150 hours into this game, and he's still not got that 100% mark. He's also said that him and other devs have played the game. Some of them have got 40, 50 hours in, some of them have got 100. And when they come together and talk about the game, bear in mind they all start from the same position. They've not got the same experience. The experience is completely different for every single person, because it depends on the path that you want to take. So no two playthroughs are going to be exactly the same, which is going to bring so much longevity to the game. And as we found out the other day, it's going to include a New Game Plus, which a New Game Plus, in my opinion, can add hundreds upon hundreds of hours. Alongside that, there is also no level cap, so that's going to be insane. We've got endless amounts of hours, we've got no level cap, and then this game is also, as Pete Hines has said, is going to be a modder's paradise. You're going to be able to add brand new planets, stories, quests, basically anything you want. The team are very much up for helping out with this modding process. There's going to be loads of stuff in there. It's going to be as easy as they can make it on their end for modding, which is absolutely insane, and I love that. Now, mods obviously can take months, sometimes years to make. Think of the Fallout London mod. That's been in the works for many, many years now, and it's still not out yet. I don't know if it's still coming out. The last I saw of it, it was coming out in 2024. Whether that's still going to happen or not, I'm not 100% sure. But once again, a brilliant mod will take years to make. Obviously, we'll have some of the smaller ones out there for some ease of access and just general tweaks to make things look and feel a little bit better. So, very excited for that modding aspect. Another thing that adds hours upon hours to a game is things like collectibles. Now, I don't know if there's going to be collectibles in the game, but there will be Easter eggs. Now, going out hunting for Easter eggs it's just a brilliant thing, and I love doing it, especially in Fallout and Skyrim and all those types of games like that. they just add loads and loads of cool things that you can just find, look at, have a little bit of a giggle, and it's brilliant when you stumble across them as well. They sometimes take you aback a bit, depending on what they are, but very excited to see what Easter eggs they've got in the game, and if there's going to be a lot. Now, when it comes to companions, we've learned that they will judge you for certain actions, which, well, yeah, we knew that was going to happen anyway. Companions like to be a little bit judgy in most games, but especially in Bethesda games. So they're going to be a bit judgy. They're not going to be very friendly to us if we start going off and playing with those bad factions that nobody likes. There's also going to be a mission board, which Todd has said that he's been into the mission board, spent sort of 10 minutes wandering around, and then that mission board has sent him off planet to do loads of different things, and he's got so many quests to go off and go nuts. This mission board can give you contracts, side missions, things like mining resources, things like moving cargo from one area to another, building outposts, hunting down people. Loads and loads of cool stuff are going to come from these. So these are basically little side missions that are just going to be there to earn you a bit of cash. And you are going to need that because we have seen the ships, the sizes. That is an end game aspect. Building some of these giant ships that we've seen, that's not going to be something that we'll be doing right from the beginning. That's going to be something that we're going to have to work our way up to. As we know, we start off with the Frontier, the little ship, which was seen in the live action trailer, and we're going to have to work our way up to something much bigger if that's what we want. But to have these bigger ships will have tier levels, and they will require a certain pilot skill. So you can't just jump into any ship and go nuts. You are going to have the right requirements to actually do that. Another very random thing is that you can get kidnapped. Yes, you heard that. You can get kidnapped and taken off into space. So how that's going to work, whether we're still going to have to find our ship and go back, or whether the ship will come with us to wherever we go and it will just be there. Now, will the ships have a system like GTA where you come out of a location and your vehicle's there waiting for you, or will it only stay where you land it, and then if you take off on a different ship, you've got to fly all the way back and get it, or you'll have to go to a spaceport and then get your ship from that location? Will there be a fee involved with that to bring your ship to the location you're at? Yet to be seen. Hopefully, that they do have some system where it can follow you around if you do get kidnapped and taken into space. Pete has also given us a hint here that we should pick boost packing as a skill. And a lot of people have been saying that the game is going to be very, very slow, especially towards the start. And some of the guys that have got their hands on review copies have said that is the case. The game does start off relatively slow, but once you've got through that first section, be it an hour and a half, depending on what your actual style is, whether you're running straight from one place to another to get to that open world section, once you've got through that bit, it opens up vastly, and you'll be able to do whatever you want. Join Constellation, go and join the pirates, go and blow anything up, go and steal some ships, anything. We have found out as well that you'll be able to craft unique spacesuits with unique effects, just like the weapon crafting that we saw in some of those early trailers and the Starfield Direct. We're going to be able to do that with spacesuits as well. Very exciting for that, especially being able to craft that suit to exactly what you want it for the loadout that you want to play is going to be brilliant. And if we can do that with different effects on the suits, we're going to be able to craft different suits for different situations that we want to take on. So you could build a stealth suit, you could build a run and gun suit, you could build a cargo suit, which will allow you to carry more shit. Very exciting for that. Todd Howard also did a interview for GQ magazine going over everything through his time at Bethesda, the actual development time of Starfield, which is 8 years, just over 8 years, it's been in development. So that is a hell of a long time. And especially, some of the bigger studios like Rockstar, they're the ones that put out games that take that long to build. You think GTA 6, how long has that been in development for? So 8 years worth of work is all coming out in a matter of weeks. And we also learned as well that there is... Now, some people might not want to hear this, so cover your ears for just about a second. An alien threat, which is the main game threat. Very exciting. Now, that was in the GQ article magazine, so Yeah, I'm not too sure how that's going to play out. Obviously, we haven't seen anything like that in trailers. So I wonder what it's going to be, what it's going to look like. Pete has said that there's hundreds and hundreds of creatures that will come across in the game. How many of those are going to be violent and try and attack us either on sight or if provoked? Yet to be seen. Probably a hell of a lot of them. Now, we're going to wrap that one up there. We've learned a hell of a lot over these past few days. I'm going to do another video in a couple of days' time, going over anything else that we may have learned. If you have enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more Starfield, because that is what we do here at Space Cowboy. Now, in the description down below are the links to the interviews with Pete Hines and the GQ News article, if you do want to check those two out yourselves. For now, I've been Space Cowboy. You guys have been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.